Sefer Bamidbar ends with the part 2 of the Inyan with the B'nai zelophehad. The Matei Menashe were complaining that if the B'nai zelophehad will be allowed to intermarry with the other Shvatim, so the whole purpose of their Yereshas Nachla is not going to be fulfilled, because it'll go to another Shevet. What was to understand a little deeper their taina, we'll go to part 1 in Parshas Pinchas. The B'nai zelophehad came talking to Moshe, Melamed Shadashana Yishayu, and they said that they should be Yeresh, the Nachla of Zelophehad. Avinu meis b'midbar, v'hu lo haya b'das kairach, and v'hu lo haya, and he wasn't from those that had the machlaikas. So therefore, they should be Yeresh Nachla, and they were zeicha to be mechaven to a parsha b'marim, to what's written b'shamayim, to the parsha of Zelophehad, which Moshe Rabbeinu didn't know yet. They time it. Lama yigara shem avinu menachlasai. Why shouldn't the Nachla be called on our father's name just because ki yain lo bein? So that's why he shouldn't have a Nachla. What's pshat in their taina? This is the halacha. It was understood before we found out otherwise that only a bein is Yeresh. That was the understanding of the Parsha of Nachlas. So the B'nai zelophehad came complaining that they want that a bas should also be Yeresh. It's not fair. If that's their approach to halachis of the Torah, they can come and argue on everything. Why should we be part of a mitzvah, other such tainas? They're part of many mitzvahs. These are the dinam of the Torah. We find that the Torah does not treat the nashim as it does the anashim. These have their function and these have their function. These have their mitzvahs and these have their mitzvahs. So they're not Yeresh Nachla. They have tainas on the Torah. And they tied it to Moshe Rabbeinu. He was learning the Parsha of Yibum then. And they came in the appropriate time. They chose the time when to come. When he was Isaac in Parshas Yibum. And they told him, look, if we will not yarshen the Nachala of our father, so to Syabe Mimeinu, let our mother get Yibam. What kind of a taina is this? Just because they're not Yeresh Nachla, it should be to Syabe Mimeinu. And if they can't wear tefillin, that's why the mother should have Yibam. And if they can't do other mitzvahs, that's why there should be Yibam. So they're not Yeresh Nachla. What kind of a terrace is this? Why Tisyabi Mimeinu? And the Rabbeinu Shalom said, Kain B'nai zelophehad Daivreis. The B'nai zelophehad are talking correctly. Kain, the way it is. Kach Tshuva Pasha Zu Lefanei B'marim. B'shamayim, this is how this parsha is written for me. In other words, the parsha that a bas is Yereshas Nachla, when there is no bain, is already written in the Rabbeinu Shalom Sefer Torah Bashamayim, but it didn't come down yet Lamata. And the Bnei Zelophehad were mechavein to the way it's written Bashamayim. So Rashi brings from Chazal, Melamed, Sheroasa Einehen Shel Bnei Zelophehad Yaisa Mi Moshe Rabbeinu. They saw more than Moshe Rabbeinu. And this is a big plea. Moshe Rabbeinu. Nothing more has to be said to explain who Moshe Rabbeinu is than to say Moshe Rabbeinu. So he didn't know what's written by Maharal. The one that the Torah is called on his name, Zichru Teiras Moshe Avdi. He wasn't mechaven to what's Tshuva by Maharal. And 5 Nashim, Dabraniyais, Chachmaniyais, Dashaniyais come and they know more than Moshe Rabbeinu, and they're mechaven to what Moshe Rabbeinu wasn't mechaven. Chalukas ha'aretz, Eretz Yisrael was divided with a Geirel and with the Urim V'Tumim. If you have the Urim V'Tumim, which is a Haifa'ah, a Gilui Min HaShamayim, what do you need the Geirel for? Anybody can make a Geirel today, but nobody can make Urim V'Tumim today. What do you need the Geirel for? The Maharal in Sefer Gvuros Hashem explains the Inyan with Avraham Avinu that he asked the Rabbeinu Shalom Bama Eida Ki Yirashena. How can Avraham Avinu ask such a shayla? Bama Eida. The Rabbeinu Shalom promised him Eretz Yisrael. So he says Bama Eida Ki Yirashena. So the Maharal explains. Avada Avraham Avinu had a moon in the Rabbeinu Shalom, and he knew that if the Rabbeinu Shalom promised him and his children Eretz Yisrael, they're going to have Eretz Yisrael. But there's a bchira. They can Chaz v'Shalom do Aveiros, and if they're going to do Aveiros, the very nature of Eretz Yisrael discharges those who do Aveiros. So, what if my children are going to do Aveiros? They're going to be expelled from Eretz Yisrael. So what good is this promise that they're going to have Eretz Yisrael, but the Bali Bechira, and they might do Aveiros and lose Eretz Yisrael? So Avraham Avinu asked, Bama Eida Ki Yirashena. How do I know that Eretz Yisrael is going to remain with my children, with the Bnei Yisrael? So the Rabbeinu Shalom told him, B'schus HaKarbanos. So the Maharal explains that Karbanos are mechaper. Somebody doesn't have Aveira, so the Karban is mechaper. So what's Pshat in the Karban? Somebody doesn't have Aveira, the Karban is mechaper. When a Yid does an Aveira, that Aveira does not bring out what a Yid is. A Yid doesn't do Aveiros. His very nature, being from the Bnei Avram, Yitzchak v'Yankov, is to be Mekusher and Davik to the Rabbeinu Shalom. This is how the normal Seder of how a Yid functions. If a Yid does an Aveira, something went wrong. Like somebody, a normal, healthy organism can sometimes catch a cold. That's only a temporary situation. He's going to get rid of that cold, and he'll recover. When a Yid does an Aveira, that Aveira is b'mikra. It's something which is temporary. Something happened and something went wrong, and the Rabbeinu Shalom has the very laws of the Rabbeinu Shalom's nature are based on the klal that everything goes back to normal. Everything goes back to its original state. So if a Yid does an Aveira, it's b'mikra. It's something happened, and a mikra happened, and he did the Aveira, but he'll recover, he'll go back to normal. When a guy does an Aveira, it's be'etzem. That is his atzmiyus. He has no shaykhis to a nishmas Yisrael, and he's not davik to the Rabbeinu Shalom. Rather, he is davik to the taivas olam hazeh. So, therefore, karbanas are mechaper. But by Goyim, there's no Tshuva, like the Rishonim. Tshuva means, what's a type of Tshuva? Tshuva means coming back, returning to the normal. When the Yid deviated from the normal, and he did an Aveira, he went out of the normal state, so he returns to the normal. When the guy does an Aveira, that's normal. So therefore there's no Tshuva by Goyim. Like the Sferim Kadmainim, where the Chidah brings a kamerayas on that there's no Tshuva by Goyim. Ninveh was only a temporary kapara. There's no Tshuva by Goyim. So, as the Midrashim tell us. So, therefore, a carbon is mechaper. By a guy, there's no carbon chatas or anything like that. A carbon isn't mechaper. By the Yidden, carbonas are mechaper. So, the very fact that Yidden could bring carbonas, which is a kapara, and they're avainas, that's a symbol that the normal state of a Yid is to be davak and mekusha to the Rabbeinu Shalom. And he'll return to the normal. Therefore, that's a symbol that he'll return to Eretz Yisrael. And that, the Maharal said, was the Rabbeinu Shalom's answer to Avram Avinu's question, B'ma'eda. Avram Avinu asked B'ma'eda, I know that if you said they're going to get Eretz Yisrael, they're going to get Eretz Yisrael. But they're probably going to be expelled from Eretz Yisrael. Because Ein Tzadik Baras Ashiyasa Taiv V'lo Yechta. So how do I know that they're going to return to Eretz Yisrael? So the Rabbeinu Shalom said, Chali Egela Mishuleshes. The Karbanas will prove that. The fact that Yidden can bring a carbon, that's a symbol that Yidden will return to Eretz Yisrael. That's what the Maharal says. What we get from the Maharal, what we put in our suitcase and we walk away from the Maharal, is that every Yid has a guarantee to his nachla in Eretz Yisrael. Aveiris may temporarily dislodge him from Eretz Yisrael, but he'll come back to Eretz Yisrael. You can take a rock and throw it up, but it's going to come back. It goes back to its source, Alo Adam. Yidden will come back to Eretz Yisrael. Kabbanis prove this. The Balatanya in the Siddur explains what is the inyan that we find that the kapara of Yom Kippurim was effected through a gairul. Gairul echad l'Hashem, the gairul echad l'Azazel. You take this is the kapara, and this is to the Goyim, and the Goyim's cup. Why a gairul? So the Tanya explains that there are two ways of acquiring